Hi, my name is Shujin Wang, and I'm here to talk about why and how I'm going to create a storytelling website to help people explore the US honey production and market. So, people probably heard of some discussion about the decline of US honey production in the context of a rising demand. And when I searched it online, I got a lot of these kind of things. The production is down. The production rose, but the yield went down. After the winter, the number of bee colonies goes down dramatically, and more dots. Of course, these articles are from different years, but what is the trend? The graphs from the latest official report could tell a little bit about the colonies, the production, and price on a national scale. But if we want to know the variation among states, we can probably only find some kind of static maps for some certain years, and we lose the trend. There is no report or article that summarize both the trend and the spatial pattern, and there is not such a tool that can make it easy for people to explore the problem, the honey production and all the subtopics related to it. Without those, people can hardly grab a big picture of the honey industry, and it might be difficult for the professionals to monitor and improve the production. But now, imagine we have such a tool where we can visualize the distribution of bee colonies over years, the change of honey production, yield, and price in each state, how many colonies were lost in each season, and what disease or something caused that loss. And finally, how did we import honey to feed the rising demand? Isn't that cool? And now I'm here to create a narrative web page for this. And I'm going to insert 5 interactive web maps and other graphics into my story, where guides viewers to investigate the honey problem. It will be designed for the general public like me, who are curious about some agriculture topics, or the professionals from the honey industry or the agriculture department, who want some quick conclusions or a tool for their own analysis. For the webpage, I will be organizing all contents into a 3-act story structure. In the first part, I'm going to introduce an overview of US honey industry, maybe a short history. And there will be a dot density map showing where the bee colonies are, and we can drag the slider to see different years. It describes the current setting and also a trend of that. And I'll recreate a line chart for the national scale, and the slider can be actually on the x-axis. The next part is a conflict, and it's where I'm going to show how the demand is rising, how did the total honey production change, and how did the yield change. They will be on one map, the proportional symbols for the production and the color plots for the yield. So maybe the production is increasing in a state, but the yield is decreasing. You can hover to see the values, and the bar on the coordinated histogram will be highlighted if it's a top state. The climax will be the question of what affects the bee colonies, and therefore the production or yield. There will be a color map that shows what percent of bee colonies were lost in each season. And this time the line chart will show the average value instead of a total value. Also, you can hover to see the reasons of colony loss in the responsive donut chart. The last part is resolution. It's about how the honey price change and how we keep importing more honey from other countries to fill our demand. Or if we have a decline in production, we definitely need to import more. The honey price will be showed as a simple hexagon map with a slider, and I will be using a flow map to visualize the importing and exporting rows and volumes. The website itself will be a scrolling web page, where text and graphics are somewhere in the middle of the page, and there will be a navigation bar on the top, and that links you to a subsection. The technology I will be using include leaflet, D3, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and etc. That I've learned in Geography 575. And I believe with the cartographic knowledge and skills I've learned from other courses, as well as with a good and reliable dataset I've already found. This project is just ready for a start.